Life on Wheels met Alexis at Alabama State University. Here is the story of Alexis and her son Carter.
I was just grateful to be able to be an athlete at Alabama State and being able to give in a scholarship to be a track athlete there. That way I would have my schooling paid for. I've been a member of the track team for 4 years. I was a pole vaulter. In the girls track team, we are currently undefeated. We won over 10 consecutive championships. So that was mainly my goal, was just being that leader, that key component to my team to score points so that way we can keep our winning legacy going on. One of my close friends, we were walking together, and I remember she mentioned to me that other mutual friends of ours were kind of, talking, but she wanted to come to me, and that's when she told me, hey, we kind of noticed your stomach is looking poking out a little bit. What's going on? Do you think you're pregnant or anything? She was concerned, so she said, well, being that we were close friends, she actually took me to the store. We bought a pregnancy test, and she took it with me, and it did come out positive. After that, later on that day, I went to the health clinic on campus, and I spoke with the nurse. She gave me you guys Life on Wheels organization, and she gave me you all's number, and I immediately called, I think the next day, and to schedule an appointment. That's how I was able to meet you all. So I believe I was 18 weeks in 3 days, already in my second trimester. All kind of different types of options going through my head, being that I know that I was raised to not have a child until I was married, and then I knew what disappointment and hurt that would have brought my folks. And knowing also that I know I wasn't expecting to be a mother yet and to raise a child. So my first option was, I can't do this.
Alexis told her sister in Texas that she was pregnant, and Alexis's sister helped her tell their dad and her mom about the pregnancy.
In that call, my sister ended up actually finding a doctor who was able to take me in to terminate my pregnancy, but I would have to go to Texas to do it because there was nowhere in Alabama that would have terminated the pregnancy. I did end up flying out of Birmingham into Houston, Texas. My sister picked me up at the airport, and I remember it was just so many thoughts going through my head on the plane. I couldn't sleep because it was just a thought of like the next day, you got to make a decision if this is what you really want to do. So we called both of my parents, and they went on and told me, it's going to be okay. This is what's going to be done. Your sister's going to be there right with you. You won't be alone in this. And, it'll be over before you know it. I know initially this was my first option, but I'm actually kind of doubting this right now. And so my sister, being, like I said, my supporter throughout all this, even to this very day, she said, this is what we'll do. We are going to go to my OB.
Alexis' sister did take her to her own OB, who did an ultrasound, and Alexis was able to see that she had a perfectly healthy baby boy.
And I told her before we met back to his office, after we left the radiology department, I told her, I said, I can't do it. I can't. That baby is fully developed. Like, he has all his fingers, all his arms, all his legs. He has a strong heartbeat. I can't do it. And I left the clinic, and I remember my sister, she gave me a hug, and she said, you are so brave.
Rather than living at home in Louisiana, Alexis lived in Houston with her sister because her parents were having a very hard time accepting the pregnancy. Closer to the time when she was going to deliver, her parents did call her and ask her to come home and that they would support her and her baby.
I'm happy that I made the decision. I really believe that I made the right decision. I know in life we plan out what we want to do, but sometimes I know God, He has it differently for us because He has something better, a bigger blessing down the line for us. So to the donors who are part of the ministry, I wanted to say thank you. I believe the work that you all are doing is amazing.
Life on Wheels would like to thank Alabama State University for allowing us to park on the campus every Tuesday, and we'd also like to thank our donors who helped make Carter's birth possible.